Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I gotta give a call out Yahweh, Bahashima Mashakum Malak Yahweh Shai. This is Brother Gedaliah coming to you with a lesson. And we're gonna go into this lesson today on who are the Gentiles? Who are the Gentiles? A few quick points on how the Gentiles, they don't understand the Most High, they don't know the Most High, right? They don't know the Most High Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, right? And I'm gonna touch on a few quick points on the Israelites being called Gentiles, right? Because it's a misunderstanding and confusion about who the Gentiles are, and a lot of our people try to you know let the Gentiles cleave unto them and become like they got an idea like they could come and be saved as well. And the Gentiles ain't no saving for a heathen. You know what I'm saying? And that's thus saith the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no salvation for no Gentile, right? Ain't no salvation for anybody that is not an Israelite, right? In these last days. So we gotta wake up, Yasha Allah, and stop cleaving unto your oppressors, man. Unto the so-called white man, unto the so-called African man, unto the so-called East Indian and the damn Chinese. We gotta stop cleaving to these other nations, man. Because every time we partake in their culture, hey, we fail at it, right? We fail at it. Even we fail when we try to be like the so-called white man. We fail at that, trying to learn their ways and be like them, right? So the only thing that we prosper at when we prosper, you know what I'm saying? We prosper when we keep the Lord's commandments, right? Let me get this right quick precept just to open up right quick, because when we keep the commandments, right? Hey, we prosper. But when we don't keep the commandments, we fail, and our enemy, he'll overcome us and overtake us, right? But nevertheless, this is the book of Judith, right? Chapter 5. And I'm gonna start at verse number I'm gonna start at verse I'm gonna start at verse Salaki. It's Judith number five, chapter 5 and verse I'm gonna start at verse number 12. Yeah, I'm gonna start at verse 12. It said, "Then they cried unto their God, and he smote all the land of Egypt with incurable plagues, so the Egyptians cast them out of their sight." Right? And it says, "And God dried the Red Sea before them, and brought them to Mount Sinai and Kadesh Barnea, and cast forth all that dwelt in the wilderness. So they dwelt in the land of the Amorites, right? And they destroyed, and they destroyed by it's like, and they destroyed by their strength them of Esibon, Slakia, and passing over Jordan, they possessed all the hill country, right? So you know what I'm saying. This is talking about the times where we prospered, where Israel prospered, when we trusted in the Most High, and we kept the Lord, and we kept the Lord's charge, and we was doing what the Lord said, whatever the Most High said through the mouth of His prophet. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and we did, right? And we prospered against our enemies, right? Verse 16, and it said, "And they cast forth before them a the Canaanite, the Pharisite, the Jebusite, the Shechemite, and all the Girgasites, and they dwelt in that country many days." So these are different tribes of Hamites, right? These are different tribes of Ham, right? And when we went into the land of Canaan, right? And we dwelled in that land. And we prospered against them. We took them out, right? And we dwelled in their land. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High God gave the heathen into our hand, not for us to walk hand in hand with them, not for us to love them and make marriages with them, like He said in the book of Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, in verses 2 on down. right? You know what I'm saying? But verse 17, it said, and whilst they said not before their God, they prospered, because the God that hateth iniquity was with them, right? So when we did not break the Lord's commandments, because that's what sin is, transgression against the law, according to First John, right, chapter 5, chapter 3 and verse 4, right? So you know what I'm saying? Sin is transgression against the law, right? So it said, and whilst they said not before their God, they prospered. So when we didn't sin, hey, we prospered. When we kept the commandments of the Most High God, right, we prospered, right? When we kept the commandments of our Lord, and said, hey, we was on top of everything, right? And it says, but because it says, like it says, and whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because the God that hateth iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captive into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemy, right? So it says, right, when we departed from the ways of the Most High, hey, we got destroyed. Like we get destroyed now. So many battles to our enemies. We get shot down in the streets because we gotta understand. We gotta start taking accountability, man. You know what I'm saying? When we try to be like the heathen and and cleave to the heathen, right? And we cleaving to them and we letting them you know come to the cookout, so to say, and we learning their ways. We dye our women dyeing their hair blonde, even men dyeing their hair blonde. And that's a commandment that we supposed to keep. Don't be putting no yellow head in your head, man. It's unclean. And we over here, learning their customs, celebrating Christmas and so-called Valentine's Day and daggone all of these wicked holidays of the world. You know what I'm saying? When we break the Lord's commandments and start committing idolatry, right? We were taking so many battles. Look at the account of Achan in the book of Joshua, right? When the Most High God told him to destroy everything that was in Jericho, but he saw a Babylonian garment and some gold and silver, and he took it. He covered it after it, and his whole house was destroyed and set on fire. To this day, that land is called Accord, right? You can read about that in the book of Joshua, 7th chapter, right? But verse 19, right? And it says, but now are they returned to their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, right? And have possessed Jerusalem, right? Where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, right? For it was desolate, right? So now we now being returned to the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? In the places where we were scattered, right? We gotta start. We can't wake up and say, you know what? I want Master to come with me too. That's off. You can't wake up. The Most High God wake you up, and you want your Edomite wife to be saved as well. That's off. You know what I'm saying? Hey sister, you can't wake up and have your Elam, your East Indian husband, hey, trying to cleave, trying to buy him fringes and get him on apocryphal. He ain't gonna understand it because he don't know the Most High. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God's waking you up, right? You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, it says, right? It said, verse 20, it said, now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, right? Let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, right? And we shall overcome them. So look, these is demons, man. These are demons, letting you know, like, hey, and these evil demons, these evil spirits on the left hand side are upon all the heathen. This is why when you learn their ways, they get you to commit idolatry. You're dealing with a Salaki, Ishmaelite woman, and in order for you know what I'm saying, to get accepted, you know what I'm saying, hey, you gotta put on a throbe and a kufi and get a prayer rug and bang your head on the ground 5 times a day and make a pilgrimage one time to Mecca and lick the rock butt. right? In order to be accepted by her peoples, and that's off, and that's gonna be your ruin. It's gonna ruin you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of men that hey, bend their ways. You know what I'm saying? Now you see, you know what I'm saying? Like Young Jeezy, for example, he's not even with that woman anymore. Young Jeezy over here wearing the Bruce Lee slippers. You know, he used to be Jeezy the Snowman. Now he like Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z, right? You know what I'm saying? Wearing the down Bruce Lee outfit from the Hidden Dragon, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, doing Tai Chi. And he letting his child pick their gender, and they only what 2 months old, and that's off. You know what I'm saying? You got it's destroying you. Let us consider. Let us consider. I mean, let us see that this be their ruin. Why you think every day in America, right? Once these lands that we were scattered in, right? This land that we were took, we were brought to as captives. You know, they got all manners of pork. They force fed us pork, force fed us down shrimp, crab, and lobster, all these abominable foods, right? And now people are getting destroyed, right? At first we ate it unwillingly. They forced us to eat it. When we close our mouth and rather starve, they'll take a chisel and bang your two front teeth out and put a funnel in your mouth and hold you down and force it down your throat, right? And then make you eat it, right? They'll force it in your mouth. But now our people are willingly just doing it. They call it shrimp, crab, and lobster is a delicacy now because they got your mind messed up. They ruined you, right? But these are the Gentiles, right? These are the Gentiles. These are the heathen. Salakia. All right, nevertheless, let's get into it, though. Let's see who the Gentiles are, man. Because, when you accept these Gentiles' these heathen ways, right, and you come like the heathen, right? Next thing you know, you're gonna miss out on the kingdom. But come to 2/3, they get destroyed with the heathen. And you don't, and the prophets are out here trying to warn you and let you know that, you don't want this to happen. Come back to the laws and prosper. Come back to the commandments and prosper and be prosperous, right? Let's see. Let's go to the book of this. This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, right? In the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, page 195, this is the definition of a Gentile. So it's a Gentile, nation, people. Usually it means a non-Israelite people, right? So that's what a Gentile is. Usually a non-Gentile people, right? This is who the Gentiles are, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that is not an Israelite, anybody that does not come from the chosen seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? And the 12 patriarchs of the tribes of Israel, right? Salaki. All right, let's go to the book of Judges, chapter 4, and verse number 2. It's the book of Judges, chapter 4, and verse number 2, right? It says, and Yahweh sold them into the hand of Jabin, king of Canaan, that reigned in Hazor, the captain of whose host was Sisera, which dwelt in Harosheth of the Gentiles, right? So that's who so Sisera, right, was a Canaanite, right? In the land of Hazor, over these Canaanites, man. He was the leader of the Canaanites, a general, so to say. You know what I'm saying? That led armies, right? He was that's a Hamite, right? And he tried to war against Deborah, right? You know what I'm saying? Against Deborah, and because Deborah was a judge at that time. You know what I'm saying? Judge of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Telling them to keep the laws and commandments of the Most High God. Come back to the laws and stop being like the Canaanites in the land that we dwelled in. Don't be like them. You know what I'm saying? She was a lawyer, man. Keeper of the law, man. Right? Righteous foremother. All praise to the Most High. But you know what I'm saying? Sisera and these Canaanites, they didn't like that. King Jabin didn't like that we weren't keeping their laws, right? He didn't like that we worship the God of Israel and not the God of the Canaanites, right? That we didn't commit idolatry, right? So they tried to go at war with us. They tried to go to war with us. They didn't want us in their land. Hey, but the Most High God gave us that land, and they tried to daggone infiltrate Israel, man, and make us do their ways. But some of our people did. You know what I'm saying? Hey, some of our people, hey, like Deborah, hey, the Most High God put the spirit on, hey, to wake up and show our people their transgressions, man. Right? And it's many other judges. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's go to the book of Isaiah, right? Try to, or willing, however the spirit be. I don't intend for this video to be a very long video, but nevertheless, you know, hey, the spirit that quickeneth, flesh profited nothing, man. It's all through the spirit. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, right? And verse number 1. It said, "Behold, my servant, whom I uphold," right? So we know, like, if you go to Isaiah, right? Let me get this right quick. It says, Isaiah 44 and verse 1. It says, "Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen." Right? So the Most High God, hey, He chose Israel, right? And in this scripture right here, this precept is talking about whom His servant whom He uphold, right? This is the book of Isaiah chapter 42 and verse number 1. It said, "Behold, my servant, whom I uphold, mine elect, yeah, in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles." Right? Look, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he said his servant whom we have hold. Hey, his servants are the men of the Lord, the prophets. Hey, the elect men of God, the elect men of the Most High God, Yahweh, right? Who He gonna put His spirit upon? The Most High God ain't putting His spirit, meaning His wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, amongst no daggone heathen, man. He ain't putting it on Joel Osteen. He ain't putting it on the old wrinkly man from 700 Club. He ain't putting it on Benny Hinn, man. He putting it on the Israelites, man. Right? And and the Israelites, the elect, hey, it's gonna bring forth judgment upon the Gentiles, the heathen. Those that are not Israel, right? Those that don't keep the commandments, hey, those who don't want to serve, hey, they'll be put to death in these last days, right? The Gentiles, of course, right? Let's go to the book of First Ezra right quick. It's the book of First Ezra, right? Chapter 8. It's the book of First Ezra, chapter 8, and I'm gonna start at verse 68. And it reads, "Now, when these things are done, the rulers came unto me and said, The nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and Levites, have not put away from them the strange people of the land." Hey, Israel, hey, our people, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they cleaved unto the so-called white man, right? To this day, they cleave unto the so-called Hamite man, the so-called African man, the Hamite. To this day, they cleave unto every other nation besides their own people, right? They cleave unto every other nation besides, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they cleave to every other God, you know what I'm saying? Besides the God of Israel. They going into religion. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Most High God didn't tell you to be religious. Didn't tell you to go to church on Sunday. Give a $30 seed, you know, sow a seed of $30. It didn't tell you to do that. He just told you to keep the commandments, and that's just simple. Hey, just do what I say. Do what I told you to do. Hey, listen to the men that I gave my Holy Spirit on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, follow what they say, because I told them to say it. Do what they say. Do what I told you to do. But now people, you know what I'm saying? They get high-minded. And they think, and they get enticed by these daggone other nations, right? They get enticed by the Arabs, because they want to go to Dubai and go and walk around a gold palace, right? They want to go and do that. They get enticed. And it's sad, man. Right? It says, verse 69 again. It says, the nation of Israel, the the princes, the priests, and Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, to wit, right? Now, the to wit means a knowledge. You know what I'm saying? To know something, right? To wit, to wit of the Canaanites, right? Hittites, Pharisees, Jebusites, and the Moabites, the Egyptians and Edomites, right? So look, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, these are, you know what I'm saying? The Hamitic tribes, man. You know what I'm saying? Hamitic and Moabite, you know what I'm saying? Moabite, you know what I'm saying? And Edomite tribes, man. Right? Because these people, right, are the strange people of the land. They're into all manners of, you know, Chinese, the so-called African man. They into idolatry. You know, they want to have Ashura pose all over there at the head of all their towns. They want to they worshiping cows, you know, licking cow butt, you know, and gargling cow piss and taking pee showers from bulls. You know what I'm saying? Doing all manners of madness. You know what I'm saying? They worshiping their ancestors. You know what I'm saying? They worshiping their ancestors. What they call the Arisas. This is what they call them, the ancestors, the Arisas, man. They want to worship them, you know what I'm saying, and do all manners of voodoo and witchcraft, man, and drinking blood and stuff. You know, you got the daggone the Egyptians, man, worshiping cats and birdman people, right? A man with a bird head, you know what I'm saying, and walking around with penises and uteruses on their neck. You know, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? And you got the Edomites. They just take every culture because they have none of their own, right? They just take a piece and bits of everything from every culture and be just like whatever they think they want to be and make up things, right? Because they don't have a culture. Esau never had one. That's why he said he's a fugitive and a vagabond, man. A fugitive, he's changing his face daily, changing his appearance daily, right? To hide, to be sneaky, to not get caught. You know what I'm saying? And he's a vagabond. He going to and fro. He doesn't have no set place to stay. He's everywhere, right? Let's go to the next. It's the book, Genesis chapter 10. You don't want to be like these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, you got Esau cleaving right now. Got our brothers in Israel talking about, hey, you know, shut up the kingdom. We shut up the kingdom like we getting in. Hey, the Lord said we getting in, right? That's what the Lord said. The Lord said Israel is getting in. And the only way a Gentile will come into the kingdom is a servant. And if they don't want to serve, then they'll die. And it's just that, and that's just that simple, right? And they will be destroyed. Esau will die. Esau will die, utterly be destroyed out of the land. And that's what the Lord said. It's just, hey, and if you just can't deal with that scripture, then you gotta take that up with the Most High, and it's not going to be a good look, right? But let me go to Genesis chapter 10, right? And I'm gonna start at verse number 1, right? It says, now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood, right? The sons of Japheth. Now Japheth, his name means to be enlarged, right? He enlarged Japheth, right? You know what I'm saying? And it said that's what it means to be enlarged. It said the sons of Japheth, Gomer, right? And Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshach, and Tiras, and the sons of Gomer, right? Ashkenaz, and Riphath, and Togarmah, right? And the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Doadam. By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, every one after his tongue, after their families and their nations. So now the people, you know what I'm saying, of Gomer, hey, these would be what you call the so-called Germans, right? The Germans. You got the Germanic, you know what I'm saying, the Ashkenazi Jews, man. You know what I'm saying? From Ashkenaz, man. You know what I'm saying? You got Amalek that came out of Ashkenaz, man. You know what I'm saying? You got Amalek, right? You know what I'm saying? These people over there, the Khazars, man, in Germany, man. You know, Anne Frank. You know, you got Hitler. You know what I'm saying over there. You know what I'm saying? You got daggone. You got all these other. You got these nations, man. You know what I'm saying? Javon. Hey, would you be Ion, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Hey, he was the Greeks. He was the progenitor of the Greek race, of the Greeks. That's why you got Kittim, you got daggone Tarshish, right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, but by the way, it said, by these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, every one after his tongue, after their families and their nations, right? You know what I'm saying? So hey, you got these Gentile nations, man, right? You know what I'm saying? You got the Greeks, you got the Germans, you got the Russians. You know what I'm saying? These people are not Israelites. These are Japhites. These are Japhetic. Hey, these are Japhite people, right? You know what I'm saying? You got the Japhetic people, the eastern, right? On the eastern coast, them people, man, right? Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 46, right quick, in verse number 1. These just, you know what I'm saying, just a brief synopsis, right? Few precepts on who are, you know what I'm saying, these Gentiles, man. These these cleaving heathens, man. These heathens, you know what I'm saying, hey, there's gonna be either slaves, right? They're gonna be in slavery, or they're gonna be in the grave, man. Straight up. They're gonna be put to death. They're gonna be utterly wasted off the face of the earth. Let's get the book of Jeremiah chapter 46. Slack here got the wind catching me. Chapter 46. It's Jeremiah chapter 46 and verse number 1. Because Jeremiah prophesied against these heathen, man. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 46 and verse number 1. It said, the word of Yahweh which came to Jeremiah, the prophet, against the Gentiles, right? Verse 2, it said, against Egypt, against the army of Pharaoh, choking. Pharaoh, his name was Pharaoh Necho, king of Egypt, right? Which was by the river Euphrates in Carchemish, which Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, smote the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, right? Order ye the buckler and shield, and draw near to battle. Harness the horses, and get up, ye horsemen, and stand forth your helmets. Furbish the spears, and put on the brigadines, right? The brigadines, Salakia for the pronunciation. It said, wherefore I have seen them dismayed and turned away back, and their mighty ones are beaten down, and are fled apace, and look not back, for fear was round about, saith Yahweh. Right? Hey man, hey, these heathen, hey, they gonna get beat down, man. Thus saith the Lord, man. These heathen gonna get beat down. Shalom, son. Back again. Shalom. Let's see what dad talking about. Right? Hey, these heathen, like the Lord said, they gonna get beaten down, man. Right? These Gentiles will get beaten down, right? Ain't no salvation or no ain't no or love for a heathen, because they don't love us. They don't love you. They don't care about you. They don't care about your culture. They mock you, right? Israel. They mock you, you so-called Negro, you so-called Latino, you so-called Native American. They mock you. They mock everything you stand for, right? They take away everything from you and then laugh at you while you're down, right? But let me get this right. Let me get this other precept. It's the book of Isaiah. right? So we got Isaiah chapter 60. Because Jeremiah, there's more on that. So you can read that on your own. I'm not going to read the whole account. But hey, Jeremiah, the 46th chapter, hey, he prophesied against the Gentiles, man, in that 46th chapter, man. Not just the Egyptians, but many of them, right? You know what I'm saying? He was getting on them. He said, "Hey, you gonna get?" He told the dang on Hamites, man, those that sold us into slavery, them Hamites, right? You know what I'm saying? On the east coast of Africa, during the sub-Saharan slave trade, from the Kenyans speaking Swahili. You know what I'm saying? Hey, sold the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Hey, to the so-called white man, right? Hey, on West Africa, man. The ancient the daggone the homie tribes. You know what I'm saying? And these other Canaanite the people of Tyre and Canaan, man. Right? So like yeah. This the book of Isaiah chapter 60 and verse number 11. And it reads, says, therefore thy gates shall be open continually, right? They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be bought, right? Just like, hey, it's gonna bring forth the forces, the money, right? That's why the gate's gonna be open. Hey, they're gonna bring forth that money. Hey, give me that gold. Hey, give me that jewelry I got. Hey, give me all that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's gonna be, hey, we open 24 hours. Hey, bring it in. Let me get all that. Hey, look. Oh yeah, you was a mighty king on it. I'm gonna buy you for a slave. So these Gentiles, they're mighty kings and mighty men gonna be bought for slaves, man. Right? They're gonna get put on an auction block like the Israelites did. Israelites got put on an auction block, man. Got put and got sold into slavery, man. Right? Verse 12. It says, "For the nation and kingdom that will not serve shall perish. Say, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted." See that? Hey, it said, hey, for the nation and kingdom that will not stop, chill. It's like it said for the nation, right, and kingdom that will not serve, right? Hey, they're gonna it said, let me read it again. It said they shall be utterly wasted. So if you don't want to serve in the kingdom of the Most High God, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, you Gentiles, if you don't want to serve the Israelites, Esau, Ham, Moab, who else? Who else? You daggone Japhites, right? If you don't want to serve the Israelites, hey, you're going to be put to death, man, utterly wasted, right? It's a few quick points, right? Quick. Let me go to the book because, hey, that's how you know, man. Hey, these heathen, man, they don't know the Most High. Get a quick point on that. Quick couple points on that. Go ahead, go play, my boy. Go play. Salakia. It's the book of First Thessalonians, right? Chapter 4 and verse number 3. And it reads, it's the book of First Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse 3. It said, "For this will God, even your sanctification, that ye should abstain from fornication," right? "That every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and honor, not in the lust of concupiscence, even as the Gentiles which know not God." Right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, these Gentiles don't know how to possess their vessels, man. They just do whatever. They just do whatever they feel. That's why they end up. That's why they call themselves these different weird things, and they want to identify as a damn dog. And you got a Moabite he spent $20,000 to turn himself into a corgi, man. The first trans dog is a damn Moabite. He's a trans dog, man. A trans canine, man. That's off, right? You got these daggone Hamites. Hey, hey, land, hey, sleeping with damn sheep and cows, man. We got these Edomites, hey, letting dogs lick on their areas, man, that they shouldn't. You know, doing all manners of bestiality, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't know how to because they don't know how to control their vessel. See, the Most High God gave us a way to sanctify our vessels, man. You know what I'm saying? And He showed us how, hey, they sanctify your vessel. Don't be eating no porks. Abstain from abominable meats. You know what I'm saying? Hey, abstain from these things, right? Hey, hey, fast. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Most High God showed you how to be sanctified. Showed you how to be separate from these other nations. They don't know how to, because they don't know the Most High God, right? That's one point. Because these, hey, you see these heathen just doing whatever, man. So you see Ham, you know, you got Elam over there, got a sharpened toenail, cutting meat with his big toe. You know, you got Elam still over there, you know what I'm saying, making food with his bare hand, putting it in his mouth, swinging it around, spitting it in the cup, and serving it to people. You got these daggone Arabs over there taking daggone I forget what they call it. It's a tradition that they do where they take blades and they hit themselves in the head with the blade and they bleed. And that's off. Doing all manners of folly, man. Right? Well, I'm gonna close up right now. Salakia. Lord willing, possibly gonna do a part two, right? Because I'm at the park with my family right now. But through the spirit, when I get back home, I will Ratazah, do a part two to this through the spirit. But I will Ratazah, Lord willing, you edified so far. Uh, Lord willing, I'm gonna do a part two. But I'm gonna close up with that, giving all honor and glory to Yahweh. Bahashima Mashah, Wamalak Yahweh Shah. Shalom.